Any ideas for fixing your build? Nah. I mean, I don't know. We're just trying some new stuff today. So we're still Flay, but we went into Necrotic with Wandering Spirits, and we're going to see how that goes. I do think that the build would scale a lot later because there's so many multipliers and cast speed would be good. But the biggest issue is like with Flay from a design perspective, so far at least with the way I tried to build it initially, it just didn't fit in anywhere. Like, why cast it when you could cast Rip Blood kind of thing, you know? And now we're trying it with like, where the fuck am I right now? And now we're trying it with, you know, I went into Wandering Spirits, and we're doing it so every time you cast Flay, it produces a Wandering Spirit, and there's a chance to cast 2 Flays at once, so you get 2 Wandering Spirits. But it's still going to beg the question, is like, is this worth casting over Rip Blood? Maybe for single target only. I don't know. We're just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks, essentially, right now. And if nothing sticks, nothing sticks. Nothing sticks, nothing sticks. There's a bunch of different things we can do. We can also go to a melee variant. I don't really want to go melee, but we can go to a melee variant and start playing with like Chaos Bolt procs and Aura of Decay procs, although this is bogus talent to me. It could also just be that, hey, the ability wasn't designed great, and we're just going to drop Flay altogether. And I'm not going to stop playing Lich unless I die or something, which I might. It's just, Flay just might not work. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do our best. Paladin is the first to reach level 98 in hardcore. Yeah, but that requires melee, which is what I was saying. Like, I might go melee. We'll see. What are you talking about, Horny? Paladin's probably still insane, yeah? Blizzard! Brian, man, thanks for the 6 year.
Yeah.
And welcome back, baby. You think Flay is well designed, Horny? All I'm saying is my experience currently with Flay, the way I tried to build it, iteration 1 is not good. That doesn't mean the ability's bad overall. So now we're exploring iteration 2. And then there's iteration like 3 through 7, depending on what you want to do. Skills fucking insane. I'm super underwhelmed with Flay compared to Heartseeker last season so far. But we'll see how it feels. Like, it's just, like, right now, it's not doing anything. So, like, the first way we spec'd it, there was no reason for me to hit Flay instead of Rip Blood at all. Now we're moving away from that, and we're using it as a vessel for Wandering Spirit pump, right? But, again, will the time that I spend hitting Flay instead of Rip Blood for various reasons in Lich form be worth it? I don't know. We'll find out. It depends how much damage we can get out of Wandering Spirits. And if that's not the case, then we can go into a melee iteration. But I don't really want to play melee, especially in HC. It's scary. But nonetheless, even if then we can go into like a melee into a vessel of Chaos Bolt with it. Or we can go into like a Giga Dagger attack speed version of it, right? That could be cool too. So there's like a lot of ways to do it. All I'm saying is build one.
Hey chat, new rule.
No bueno.
While I am playing this character, I need you to refer to me either as he who must not grow hair or Lord Voldemort.
Voldemort? Yeah, I agree with what Coffins is saying. Yes, yeah. See, that I think was my realization yesterday, because I agree with exactly what Coffins is saying. I think I was treating it as a Heartseeker style thing yesterday, which is like Flay. Flay is the big spell. It's what you're going to spam. It's what's going to do a shit ton of damage. And it just like wasn't the case. Now, because it has 200% scaling multiplier and Rip Blood has what, 150? Maybe like later you get such ridiculous multipliers that it's like, oh wow, this is crazy now. But it to me now, it's certainly like what Coffins is saying, feels more like a vessel to complement like pumping out Wandering Spirits or Chaos Bolts, rather than this is the ability that's going to like nuke everything. Lord Voldemort. Your ass does a shit ton of damage. You can tell that again to the toilet downstairs from earlier today. Did anyone else die besides Josh yesterday? Mr. Rob died 4 times and gave up on HC. But, oh, actually, he's in Discord hanging out right now. So we're all, I mean, we usually when ARPGs launch, we're all going to just hang out together in Discord anyways, even if we're not actively playing together. Josh died twice, and he's now fine and stable. I think he's a little bit ahead of me, actually. So, but yeah, so, hey, we'll see. Right? Sometimes builds don't come together the way I pictured them in my head. Sometimes they do. We also have some really weak gear pieces in some areas that need to be replaced that are just for general power not ideal right now. So, we shall see. We haven't even snapshotted low health in our Lich build yet because I'm scared. That's like a shit ton of damage right there. So there's a lot of stuff we're missing. But, yeah. Yar. I'm just, like, we're coming up to Lagon, so I told Josh I wasn't going to do that without him, so we'll just go, I don't know, kill some shit and see how things feel for a bit. You think Woody's playing Harvest? Yeah, but he also cheats at literally every ARPG he plays, so... Oh, sorry. My inner Quinn came out for a second. That was a joke, by the way. I have nothing against the dude. Although, for what it's worth, externally, there was a lot of drama surrounding him with various things of Last Epoch and D4 cheating nature. I didn't really look into it. I met the guy at BlizzCon, actually. He's a very nice guy. I think we have a picture together somewhere. In the bedroom. Oh, yeah, you guys are doing your BG3 stuff today, aren't you? Gathering Storms build is what you settled on? You'll refer to me by Lord Voldemort at all times. How far are you guys in? Or wait, no. I think we already had this discussion about how far you guys are in, right? And you haven't played since then, is what I was going to say. You guys just killed the spiders and stuff like that, right? Like, I think, like, what I'm going to try with this is, like, I feel like what's going to happen is we're going to get anything that's... Oh, I forgot to respect my spirits a bit. Shit. I think for, like, general AoE clear, whatever they... Like, all the changes with Rip Blood and Blood Splatter are just honestly amazing and good. And I think I'm just going to spam Rip Blood for AoE clear once we get a couple more points into it. And I think when it comes to a boss, we're just going to Curse of Blood ST. We're going to maintain Tether with Rip Blood. And then we're going to try spamming Flay with Spirits and see how that feels. I don't know. How goes Last Epoch? Good. We just logged on now. We had a big old World of Warcraft discussion prior. To not one-shotting trash. I mean, bro, I'm in the middle of changing builds. Like, I have completely unoptimized gear and we're, like, trying new stuff. Stop it. True fell asleep last week. Bless him. Bro, he's a working man. He's a working man, yo. Alright, we're gonna swap, this. And that out for now. And we're gonna do this. And I work too? Yeah, but he's an honest working man. None of that sketchy stuff you do. And then we're gonna keep pumping into Splatter. It's like you're not. Is this what you live to do now, Andale? Bro, what are you talking about? I had an OP build last season. You don't like one-shot trash with every build. Some of them were dot builds and stuff. Infrequent hit builds. How late did you guys go last week in BG3? You guys should have done... I feel like BG3 co-op honor mode would be a lot of fun. But it also sucks if someone dies, right? Kind of like invest to it like you would like a D&D story. But imagine getting to like Act 3 and George dies. Actually, that wouldn't be so bad. In fact, it would be even better. Oh, God. It'd be even better if George were to die in Act 1.
No women crime, but... Doke42 gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
We need we need cast speed real bad. Well, his battle radius is huge. Docs, dude, thanks for gifting 5 subs, man. I appreciate that. Enjoy the cloak. What about you? It's 2:30 a.m. when you start? Yeah, but you're a degen, dude. Oh, wait. Actually, you know what we should do right now? I'm going to level a bit just so we can get some of these like low-hanging points back. And we got to make a loot filter, dude. It's out of control. Absolutely out of control right now. We don't have a fucking loot filter going at all. Also, I noticed a lot of times, and I don't know what causes it. I don't know if anybody else is playing Lich this season or playing this game, period. But, in fact, I think it happened right now. I'll check in a second. Hold on. Let me deal with this first. We have... There is some kind of bug that makes you just not drain health in Lich form. Look at my health right now. And I don't know what causes it. And I want to know what it is so I can report it and, of course, not abuse it. But you just have perma-Lich form. I mean, unless you get hit out of it, of course. And I noticed it happening quite a bit yesterday, especially towards the end of the stream. Now, when you rezone, it resets it. So, but I don't know what bugs it. Something bugs it, though. And just your health drain in Lich form just doesn't happen. So here we are. What's up, Cinderfall? That's weird. Yeah, how peculiar. I wish I had higher cast speed for Flay. That'd be nice. Which is fixed by going melee with dagger with it, or just getting a shit ton on gear, but that's gonna take a bit. Lamer, dude. Thanks for gifting this sub. Enjoy your cloak for this game that you hate, but you're not actually going to play. But we'll try anyway. Started a Necro? Are you going hardcore again, or are you still pissed about yesterday? I like Lich a lot, conceptually. And I think Lich is pretty... It's just fun. I see the vision for endgame. I'm trying to make the vision work with Flay, but if it just doesn't work, it doesn't work. If we had like higher cast speed, I'm just like looking at the spirits. If we had higher cast speed, like I want to be able to cast it and have the spirits just sit there and nuke. And the only way we're gonna do that is by slowing them down more, which is why we're putting points in here. Getting them 50% slower, and then increasing their radius. So even if they do wander away, as soon as we mass cast Flay and Spirits in that location, it's just going to shit on whatever. And maybe we can turn that as well into decay application and start to dip into dots a bit if we want. The thing is, though, man, after playing Heartseeker last season, like the amount of dot you can apply with Heartseeker compared to like other shit was, I mean, it doesn't compare. Like, we were getting fucking hundreds, thousands of stacks of dot sometimes with Heartseeker repetitions and procs. There's a battle axe, definitely not using that. You still can't seek my heart? It's because you keep trying to find my heart through my butthole. a judge. Yeah, fucking spirits. I wish you could make spirits stand still. Is there like a unique that does that or anything? That'd be poggers. It's the only season I was saw before it released, so what did the days actually accomplish? Wait, for what, Coffin? Sorry? Season is a bug list is... Oh, for bugs. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. From, like, a fun perspective, I personally wholly support their whole, like, we're keeping things under wraps. If you're going to stream or be public or whatever, you're not allowed to public test with us, NDA, blah, 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 whatever it was, right? I think that's actually a lot of fun, personally. But, yeah, you know, the downside is, well, then bugs happen. Less eyes on things. And even then, I mean, probably a shit ton of stuff was reported. Are they just, like, understaffed, undermanned, maybe, for a lot of this stuff? Who knows? Reminds me of some good old PTR and World of Warcraft, yeah. Well, I must say this is definitely feeling better than what we were doing yesterday already with Fizz. I see this coming together a bit more, but it's going to be hard to know what this really feels like until we fix up all the points that we are missing. We're basically just really behind on XP at this point, like quite behind. I gotta probably fuck around with my... Also, we're probably painting a slightly unrealistic picture here, too, because I have perma lich form right now. So we're just sitting at 25 stacks the whole time. Which is not hard to get either, but I mean, at some point, they're going to fall off a bit, so... Let's Mr. Up. I hate that these lizards don't count as, they don't count as, like, rares or whatever, so you can't blood tether them. Very annoying. Makes it such a fucking pain in the ass to kill this build. Unless they just get stuck in a group like that and get nuked. Loot filter, yeah, I just wanted to level for a bit. I'll probably clear this zone, and then instead of zoning into the next zone, we're going to go loot filter. A couple more points in here. There we go. So that just slow spirits down a decent amount. What else do we have? Yeah, Lich Form attack and cast speed is going to be big. I mean, it's still spell damage, though. Probably do attack cast speed for now. Might have to fuck around with a couple Lich points. Yeah, these are moving pretty slow now. So now if we get these to have a larger radius of damage, and then we'll be talking. And here we were doing attack speed, cast speed. I'm gonna be playing alone. Well, Josh lives on Pacific Coast, so it's 11:44 a.m. for him there. And Josh typically goes to bed around 8 a.m. his time. So the fact that he was on at 9 a.m. with me yesterday at his time is a goddamn miracle. Goddamn miracle. He'll probably be on in the next hour or so. That's my guess. He said he'd be on around 11 his time. That was 45 minutes ago. And we gotta get spirit duration as well. I was shocked. Josh is usually pretty good about waking up for when we do like launches together and stuff, whether it be Last Epoch or whatever. There's been some other ones too. It's grounded. Grounded was another one, right? It's more so the sustain after the first day. He basically just exhausts himself like for a day, and then he's back to normal. Shows Josh not an imposter. I mean, based on his energy levels yesterday, it's hard to say. Could have been an imposter. Could have been, yo. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got full 50% increased damage on souls, and they wander 50% slower. Now we just got to get the radius up. Now it's going to take a bit, though. It's like endgame shit. Or not endgame. End build stuff, unless we spec out of something else. Which we could, technically, instead of spawning them around us. Or like, we've invested a couple of points to spawn them at mouse cursor instead of, like, around us. We could spec out of those points. Like, I don't know what higher priority is. The larger DPS radius or spawning them on mouse. Maybe arguably spawning them at the larger radius. Mr. Cat, why are you so meowy, dude? What's wrong, man? I had to go check his blood when I went upstairs to give him drugs, like, while we were still chatting about WoW stuff. He's been so meowy. His blood actually got a little low last night. Not like dangerous low. It got in good territory from being high, which is a good thing. But the shock more so comes that it just went down so suddenly. So I had to check it again after stream at like 1:30 in the morning after I finished playing with Josh. His dick. I just checked it again now upstairs and it's fine. It's a good range. Maybe that's why he's so meow. He's like feeling more active and stuff. It's a good thing, you know, a good thing. Alright. Yeah, I mean, it feels better. We just got to get numbers now. I want to see it like with... We're so behind numerically at this point because we basically just swapped the builds somewhat aggressively halfway through. A lot of respecking and stuff. See how it feels, yo. Also, I'm curious if you do bleed on Bone Curse when it's spec'd to Necrotic, if it'll be damned stacks. But it usually says that bleed goes to damned, but it doesn't on this one. So I'm not sure what to expect. Really? Mr. Chonkenstein. Hello. Alright, let's get our stupid filter done. Let's get her done. And on this we got 2 points here. Spirits now revealed around a target location rather than around you. They deal 15% more damage. Are those 2 points worth not getting to the larger size faster? Come on, everybody. Come on. Oh, yes. Such a brave animal. It's almost your lunchtime, isn't it? It is almost his lunchtime. Yeah, so if we get that to 5 points, spirits are going to be 60% bigger, and they're going to have 150% area for damage. Now, the problem is that's going to take 1, 2, 3, 8 more points, which is basically all of our remaining points because we have a +1 in this. We'll get to 21. And we won't be able to get to things like inflicting damned around them and necrotic shred. And if we want that, we can't have the slow spirits and the big spirits, so we'd have to kind of choose. Tough to say. Tough to say, Mr. Animal. Maybe we do go into shred instead. Also, what do you got breakfast during today? Well, it's not gonna be every day, dude. For like maybe once or twice a week, kind of thing would be good.
Who am I?
Did you guys like breakfast stream yesterday?
Who are you?
Hello, Ted Garrett.
What is this? What is that? What are thus?
What are thus? Right, dude. Thank you for the 47. What are those? So we've added our rules for our filter. For now, we'll obviously need to manage it as we go along. but that should eliminate a large majority of all the shit that is dropping. The other stuff we'll need to do is the bird space. The bank. Let's just organize that real quick. Because, yeah. Oh, let's also sell this crap in my bags. Liquid's hardstock on P1, P2. I mean, Liquid's going to pull it together too, man. At some point. I'm more interested in Method, man. I'm not going to lie. Method could kind of sneak in the back door here. I think in Method's mind, they want to, like, scoop up second. Right? I mean, obviously they want to win. Don't get me wrong. But if Method can grab second, that'd be giga for them. And they're, like, not in a terrible position to do so. Because you're inevitably a little demoralized and don't care as much. You care, but you don't care as much if you lose, right? Like, if you're Liquid or Echo and the other team wins, you're kind of like, eh. And Method's, like, quite fucking close behind. So they're going to have to get their shit together and win. Like, Method's general demeanor and mentality is not going to be nearly as shook as Echo or Liquid is if World First is claimed. Method is probably even more motivated to truck on and try to get World Second right now. Should they not get World First, which I don't think they will, but nonetheless, than the other team. You know what I'm saying?
Take care of yourself.
So, like, if Liquid, like, Natty loses to... if Liquid Natty loses to Method, it's gonna... Or, I mean, or Echo, right? But as it stands right now, Echo's in the dominant position. I don't really know what's gonna happen. Why the fuck do I have that? That needs to be sold. Alright, so we get all these little tall boys. Okay, so tall idols. We're going to min-max this a little further. So we got types, idols. So the tall ones are called stout. It's like Guy Strafe. Huge and large. So we're going to do stout, large, huge. That should be 3 of the 9. Perfect. Oh, fuck. Cool. And then for wide idols. Okay, so now if we deposit these back. For wide idols. Also known as widals. Okay, then for wide ones on this wide slot, we're going to do the same thing. They're called either grand, humble, or ornate. Humble, grand, ornate. So there's those 3. Good. So now all the wide ones should auto-deposit in the wide tab. And finally, the square-shaped ones. Which are either adorned, minor, or small. It's like Geister. Adorned, minor, or small. Is there like a... Can we duplicate? Yes. We're going to duplicate this, but we're going to change the types. Small, minor, and adorned. Perfect. We're going to rename this Square Idols 1. And now all of those should go in the correct slot. Banger. Okay. Idols is predominantly done. Let's do uniques and set item things here quick. So this will be you. How about we'll just color code it? Armor, So this will be unique armors only.